Aloha! It's probably about time that I finally started doing this. Welcome to the commentary tracks / videos for If I'm Being Honest.
If I'm being honest.
The hit record. It's not really... it's a hit! So why am I choosing to... What's this? Wait, you mean... I've got an awesome shirt of my own? I've never owned a shirt before. No. Well, this is a rad, wicked design. Where can I find this? I'm glad you said that to yourself alone in your room. If you were to type into your URL box your website address, oliverstay.com/shop, you could find this shirt. Whatever. So I'm doing this commentary stuff now because I want to. I think about like all my favorite albums and musicians and whatnot, and I wish that they would talk about their stuff more. So I'm making it because like 2 people asked for it, but maybe 3 people will want it, you know? So, I'm going to be going track by track, and we're going to talk about 3 main things on every single song. First off, the idea and where it came from. Secondly, the music. And third, the lyrics. We're going to go line by line, baby. I'm going to explain every single lyric on the record. The album's got a whole lot of twists and turns in it, and cool like little Easter eggs and inspirations and whatnot, and I'm going to be totally forthcoming on the whole record. I'm going to tell you exactly where everything came from. We'll start with an overview on the whole record. We're going to be talking about why the fuck did this record even happen? Huh? And how did it happen? If I'm being honest, started because I was actually writing like a different project that was about a breakup that I went through. At the age of 18, I hopped into a relationship with a girl that already had a child. When I came into the picture, the baby was 6 months old, and the relationship lasted for about 2 years. So when it ended, it was really hard because I grew very attached to the child. This is something I thought I would never talk about in a public setting. So like, give me some credit if I'm handling this weirdly. So it crushed me. It was really, really hard on me. About a month after the breakup, I got laid off from my job, and I had to move back in into my mom's basement. I was at rock bottom. It was the lowest I'd ever been. I had to have friends and family like help me pay my bills. I had no money. It took me 2 months to find a job, and I got a job at Eaton Park for like a week. And then finally I got contacted from a temp agency to go work at a factory. I was writing an album that was about the breakup. I got like 3 or 4 songs in, and then I got an idea for the song Great. That song alone was like, I have to write a whole different record. So I got the idea of making an EP called If I'm Being Honest. Was going to be a record that purely focused on me instead of her or the breakup or the baby. Things like that. It was just going to be an EP that purely focused on me and me being outwardly honest. Unfortunately, like maybe 2 or 3 songs into making this project, it became about the breakup, but I think it became about it in a much more healthy way, and about me and how I dealt with it, rather than talking about specifics or slamming anybody or talking about things that didn't matter. You know what I mean? I think I did a good job of focusing the record on that. The record took about a year to write. I put a lot of pressure on it. I wanted it to be this masterpiece idea. I wrote basically every instrument on the record. I wanted to show like I can fucking do this, you know? So, I think that's a good transition into the summary I wrote for the record. That's on the playlist info on YouTube. I will now read it to you. If I'm Being Honest is a concept album that follows a heartbreak in the form of a long conversation presented over 10 tracks. This debut album carries itself through a convoluted stream of self-doubt and self-confidence. It takes place over a long road trip and reflects on themes of loss, career, and hopes of triumph. The album starts immediately after a breakup and immerses itself in the thoughts and communication of the singer. Smothered in metaphors and critical writing, If I'm Being Honest has lyrics that will hit home with everyone who's known love. There's a longer summary, but that basically hits on it. So it's a concept record that is a form of a long conversation. There's like 3 trilogies that take place on the record, and all of the songs involve each other in one way or another, which I'll get into in the rest of the videos. So that's the summary of If I'm Being Honest and how the record was even started. and where it came from. We'll start going in by track. So I'll see you in the next video.
Come on!